Hey everybody, welcome back to day 74 of 100 days of Halloween. I hope you are well and enjoying your Saturday. So, 100 days of Halloween, real quick, because I do have some new people here. My lovely yarny friend and sister Ranee over at the Woolly Llama Shop was talking to some of us on a live about wanting to do a project for the 100 days of Halloween. And her brilliant idea was for each day during the 100 days, she wanted to do a square with either a fall or Halloween or Summerween themed or motif or colorway, what have you, and be able to put them together to build a Halloween or fall themed blanket. I thought it was brilliant. I decided I was going to join in because I wanted to make a Halloween blanket for quite a while. Just hadn't had a chance because lots of lifey stuff. So I joined in solidarity. And her idea was she had searched the internet, found all of these different squares, appliques, all of this were free patterns and compiled this long list. And she is drawing at random almost every single day except for on Saturday and Sunday. She draws for those days on Friday because of her work schedule, and providing you guys every single day with a free pattern, either on a blog or a video tutorial to do either an applique or a fall or Halloween themed square. She has since had to pivot, but there is a very good reason she's had to pivot. And if you do not know why, you need to go watch her videos. Her blanket is going to be super cool. I'm kind of glad she had to pivot because this blanket has taken on a life of its own. Um, all I'm going to say, the blanket that Spiders built. And if you don't know, you got to go check it out. Okay, so we had some other yarny friends and sisters join in. However, they are not making blankets. Um, we have Patricia over at the Yarny Cat Crochet who is making different kinds of things. She first decided she was going to make a purse for the fall season. And that way she could carry her cell phone and her keys and things like that when she was out and about doing some fall fun things. And then she turned around and surprised us. She had made a matching scarf. And then since then, she has also made an amigurumi. And I do believe she is working on some other things as she has time because she is very busy. She has a lot of stuff going on and a lot of other projects she has to work on. And then we have our other yarny friend and sister, Nova, over at Nova Gnome Creations. She is not making a blanket either. She is making wearables for herself and some near and dear littles in her life. And we are anxiously awaiting to see the finished projects, but she's holding them top secret until her 13 days of Halloween. So I'll be super excited when that finally rolls around and we get to see the fruits of her labor. But she is dropping a video about once a week as an update so we can see what square she has done. And Patricia is dropping videos when she can and when she has also completed a project as well. So as for me, I'm doing the blanket along with Rainey. Mine's different. I kind of stuck to the 100 squares for 100 days, with the exception, I'm not doing all of the same squares or appliques or motifs that Rainey is drawing out and providing you guys for free. I am doing some. I am also taking inspiration from you guys. I'm also taking inspiration from Nova and Patricia. I'm also taking inspiration from when I'm out in the wild, from things that I see or things that I find or scrolling through the internet. And so I've done a lot of freehanding, which is a lot more than I thought I would be. But so any of those ladies, if you don't know them, they will always be linked in the description box. So go check them out. And as for my squares, I'm grouping them in batches of 10. So, whatever days we talk about today, if there's one that you really like and you want to make and use it in a different kind of project, All of the information for that square will be down in the description box. And if it's something I freehanded, I will also let you know so that you will know that there's no pattern. So, with that being said, we are on day 74. I cannot believe it. Um, I am drawing my squares at random on a daily basis. So whatever square we draw out of my boo box of fate will be for tomorrow. So if it doesn't already have some kind of theme or motive or whatever, you guys are putting comments in, um, guesses, suggestions in the comment section, and we will read them and see what you guys said and see if anybody got it right. Or I'm also taking inspiration from those. So without further ado, let's look at the squares we are working on right now. This group, we started with day 70 and we 71, and we will go through a day 80. So that means we have 4. So for the first day, because I was back from vacation and I had pre-recorded my videos while I was gone, we didn't get to draw a square for day 70. And so I had to do one myself so we could get back going. And I did the Crochet Pumpkin Granny Square by Repeat Crafter Me right here. And it's the information is in the description box, but it's also available on Yarn Inspirations as a pattern for a blanket. And I cannot remember off the top of my head how many squares that blanket requires. But so we just did the one because we're at this point, we're not doing a full pumpkin blanket, but you never know later. Because like yesterday I talked about, wouldn't it be cool to do the blanket and all of the pumpkins be different colors? All of the pumpkins, or some of them have different kinds of like carving faces and stuff like that. I think that would be super cool. Um, or you could do it fall theme and just do like the different colors of gourds. So there we go. And then on day 72, for day 72, we drew at random out of the boo box of fate. We drew the Moonlight Cat Granny Square, which is by Crocheted Bean. And I decided I wasn't going to add any eyes or a nose. Hers did not have any either. And I kind of like the vibe that it gives. So at this point right now, we're going to leave it as is, which is the way the pattern is worked. So there we go. And then for yesterday's square that was drawn at random, it was a pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice color. And I decided, because there are several appliques that were a set that I had worked on and I had them ready in a box um, of appliques to get used. And we had already used 3 and there was 2 more. And I wanted to make sure that I get them in the blanket because they all go together before we end this. So I put one of those on here, and it is the Vampire Ghosty. And this is by the Caffeinated Snail. All of the information is in the description box. Um, it's a set of 5, and the first one we did was the Franken Ghosty, which was super adorable. And then we did the which no, I think it was the pumpkin ghosty, and I made extra pumpkins so it looked like it was in a pumpkin patch. Then we did the witch ghosty, so now we have the vampire ghosty, and all that's left now of this set is a pirate ghosty. So yes, we put cute little adorable vampire ghosty on here. And then yesterday's square that was drawn at random for today. Let's see what you guys said. See if there was even any suggestions to put anything on it. Okay, so Sam from Memphis Makes said, oops, sorry I didn't vote on the Woobles yesterday. All the ghosty is super cute. For tomorrow's square, just little stars to represent magic in a ring so that it doesn't take over the square, perhaps. Good idea. Patricia at the Yarny Cat Crochet said the days are flying by. Yes, it would be pretty cool to have a jack-o'-lantern blanket. I agree. Maisey is adorable. And if you don't know who Maisey is, she was the Woobles I completed Maisey the candy corn, and I think she's super cute. And I want to make her in chenille or blanket yarn. I just haven't had a chance to pull any yet. But we did vote, and the consensus, we had 2 votes. Both of them said the same thing. So the next one we will be doing will be Andy the Owl. She said, I want to see Dobby. And so creeped out by spiders. Me too. Love the ghosty. I guess you make a sunset scene out of it. And then Lisa Knit says, hi, Missy. Hi, Lisa. GD 73 already. Where has the time gotten to? I know, right? Ranee at the Woolly Llama shop said, sorry, I didn't vote yesterday. Maybe a magic wand with a star at the end, like a fairy godmother's wand. Ooh, cool idea. Karen said you can put the hand from Wednesday on it. Ooh, that is creepy though. That hand, I love the Addams family, but the hand always creeped me out. And then Manic Mama, she said, I did the Frankenstein with Parfait Chunky and it came out even cuter. Oh, Steve, the Wooble Steve, which I call Frankie. I think almost everybody does. That is, I think I was talking about that yesterday. Um, she did hers in Parfait Chunky, and I don't think if she showed it, I missed it. Um, that is a good idea because I think I do have all the colors in Parfait Chunky. I'll have to check because I have quite a bit of them down there. And um, I wonder if I have the colors in the Posh to even try it in that one too. Um, Posh and Posh Pearl because I have some of both. Um, I have green in Posh, and I do believe I probably have brown and black. I'll have to look. Um, Thank you for that. I'm glad somebody else has made some with different yarns. And if you haven't shown it, show it. I would love to see it, see how it turned out. And then Amy from Hooked on Wishing basically is saying hi with her little emojis. Hi, Amy. So those were all the comments. So what did I do with the square that we drew? It was in the Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo Stripes in the color Brights. You guys know I love the yarn. We're using a lot of these colors, and I decided I was going to put all my squares together with this in a slip stitched, I can't remember what it's called now. Oh my goodness. Um, and it's turning out so cool with the amount that we've already added into the blanket. And I had used a whole skein to make some random squares, and I loved how they were working up because they were all so different the way the colors flowed. And we drew one yesterday. Now, I know you guys wanted to see some stuff on it. However, um, the more I thought about it last night, and I was going to try and put something on here, but we have some of those appliques that I have made and haven't shown you guys. They're kind of top secret so far in my little box next to my recliner that are too large for just one square. So I decided I was going to leave it blank because I'm going to have to try and strategically place some of these to add those appliques onto my blanket. Once we start adding more of the squares on from where we left off, because I really don't want them to just sit in the box and never get used because they were too big. So I really want to put them on there. And so I'm going to make sure some of these are strategically placed so that we can give those appliques a home. And then if at some point, if the squares like this don't work out and I don't end up putting those larger ones on there, I will find something to put on them. Trust me. The blanket will be done when it gets done. Doesn't have to be done by Halloween. We can do whatever we want with the blanket. Whatever the blanket says is what we do. So we left it blank for now because we are being strategic. So that was day 74. Now, let's draw from the Boo Box of Fate for tomorrow's square. And then I have some Halloween goodies to show you. So let's see what we're going to be working with. And we're getting bare bones, guys. All right. Ooh, okay. I don't know. Have we used this color, guys? It's kind of like a wine burgundy. I don't think we've had one of these colors before. So, what do you guys think? I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this one. I'm going to have to think about this one this evening and figure out what I want to put on it. What do you guys think should go on here? This one's going to be pretty interesting because, I don't think we've done this wine maroonish burgundy one at all. Yeah. So, put your guesses in, your suggestions, all that. Maybe I'll sneak in and look at some of them this evening and see what we can do. So, there we go. That's tomorrow's square for day 75. And I can't wait to see what you guys say. So, alrighty, now to the fun stuff. So, you guys know I was on vacation and I've had a super busy week. I really haven't had time to go grocery shopping. And so I needed to run to the next town over and grab some things that we needed, especially for the weekend to get us through until I can like make an entire list and do what I need to do. And I had decided because we have a new Five and Below over there in that town. We don't have one where I live. We just have a very basic small Dollar Tree. And some Dollar Generals on like every hill. But so I decided I was gonna kind of go in there. I had gone in there right after they first opened and it was so crowded I didn't stay very long and look around. So I decided since it was kind of slow and not very many people in there, I was gonna walk around and peruse, see what I could find. I mainly went in to kind of look at Halloween decorations and stuff, but I got stopped dead in my tracks. Yes, I did. So let's see what I found. So, a lot of you have been around for a while. You guys know that I'm a big fan of The Wizard of Oz. I love all things Wizard of Oz. I love Wicked, all of that. And I am greatly anticipating the new release of um, Wicked, the second movie. And I think it's for good. And when I went in there, I happened to, out of the corner of my eye, caught these. They are the Wicked socks. And of course, you guys know because I love Halloween and I love Wicked and I love Oz, I had to have them. So it's 2 pair pack, very good price. And so I grabbed them. I was like, yes, 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 yes. So that was the first thing that I found. And then I looked down and I'm not really a huge like Funko Pop collector, but I found this Elphaba and I thought she was super darling. I just had to have her because she's sparkly. She's like my favorite character in the whole Wicked. Yeah. So I had to have her. I had to grab her. And they've got some other characters right there. They've got Elphaba that is not sparkly. They call it Diamond something. Diamond Collector. And then they have Glinda in bubble gowned. And they have Pharaoh. They have Madame Morrible. They have the Elphaba in the Diamond Collector. And then they have the Glenda in the bubble gown in Diamond Collector. And I didn't dig through the box to see if they had this one. She's kind of not my favorite character, but I like her. I'm more Elphaba. So I grabbed her because, I mean, look at that face. How could you not? So I got her. And then there's more. I walked by another shelf because I was looking at something else. They had a lot of keychains, just all kinds of tchotchke stuff. And I saw this. They had Glinda in a crochet kit for Wicked. Yes, they did. And not only did they have Glinda, they had Elphaba. So you guys know we're trying some new kits. Um, and I had to, especially, I mean, come on, look at her. Elphaba. So of course I got Glenda too. So in these boxes, it looks like it comes with the hook, the needle, the eyes, the stuffing, and black and green in the yarn. Let's see. Includes 2 colors of yarn, embroidery floss, 2 eyeballs, 2 of the fixators, the backings, crochet hook, plastic needle, stuffing, and the instructions. And this one, 5 colors of yarn, embroidery floss, 2 eyeballs with the backs, crochet hook, plastic needle. But it's funny because the needle they show on the box is not plastic, it's a metal one. Stuffing and the instructions. So there was Glenda right there. And I thought these were super cute. And there's Elphaba. So I was super excited, guys. Um, my little area, we are so rural. We don't always get the cool kind of stuff at our stores that we see a lot of people get. And I don't I don't think I've seen anybody with these. So of course I had to get them because come on, they're crochet and they're Wicked. And then I started walking toward because all of their Halloween stuff basically is in the back corner. And so I started to walk through there and I saw this shelf and all these iView and all that was all knit kits. And I was like, I don't knit yet. I didn't want to make food and drinks and all because that's what it was. Food and drinks, stuff like that. But on the very bottom, guess what they had? Okay, the first one that I saw, yes, 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 Jack, the Pumpkin King. Unfortunately, he is the only one from Nightmare Before Christmas that they had. If there were others, I have no idea. But no, there was no Sally. That would have been cool if I could have got Jack and Sally. And it comes with the crochet hook, the needle, the fluff, and it looks like the 2 colors. Okay, here it says 2 colors of yarn, crochet hook, plastic needle, stuffing, and instructions. So we will be opening these up and checking them out. And then they had Chucky. So even though he kind of creeps me out, he still is Halloween. And I decided, why not? Let's do Chucky. If anything, we can make him look fun. So we got Chucky too. And it comes with 7 colors of yarn, 2 eyeballs, 2 eye fasteners, 2 felt stickers. I'm assuming that's the buttons. We'll probably add on real buttons. Crochet hook, plastic needle, stuffing, and instructions. And then set those there because they're going to fall. And then, now this guy creeps me out. He really does. And I will not watch the movie. However, the one on the box kind of cracked me up because he so looks like he has buck teeth. Honestly, look at him. So we went ahead and did it. And if anything, we can make him look funny. So we did. We got it. Like I said, I will not watch the movie. There's a reason behind that I will not go into. Um, Basically, the reason scarred me for life, and I will watch a whole lot of Halloween and creepy movies and gory and stuff like that. This is not one of them. So I'll have to tell you guys the story maybe when we open this and check it out. But according to this has 7 colors of yarn, um, 3 felt stickers, 1 metal wire, crochet hook, plastic needle, stuffing, and instructions. So Pennywise, there we go. And then you gotta love Five and Below, right? So right next to it, literally right next to it, they had, look, isn't he so cute? I saw Stitch and I was like, oh, he's a pumpkin. Yes, he's a pumpkin. So I had to grab him. So he is so adorable. This one comes with 6 colors of yarn, 6 felt stickers, crochet hook, plastic needle, stuffing, and instructions. Uh, and this is from Disney, Innovative Designs. So the needle contains functional sharp point. Use with care to be used under the direct supervision of an adult. Okay, so there we go. We got Stitch as a pumpkin. And wait, right next to that, they had just normal Stitch. So I grabbed just normal Stitch. I thought he was adorable. Um, I had not seen these anywhere, especially around here. And the one other time, because this store has not been open very long at all, when I went in there to look at Halloween decorations and they were busy, they did have Halloween in there already, but they had none of this stuff. So I saw them and I'm not sure, maybe they had just put these out because it didn't look like there was hardly any missing. So they may have just put them out. But yeah, this one comes with a lot right here. See all that yarn? Probably small little mini skeins. This one has 4 colors of yarn, 3 felt stickers, crochet hook, plastic needle, stuffing, and instructions. So we got 2 stitches, 1 Halloween version and 1 regular. So there we go. I'm super excited to pull these out and work on some of these. Yeah, I've got my super secret project almost done, and then we will be able to get into more Amis and all of that stuff. And hopefully we can get some stuff worked up before Halloween. Yeah, I don't want it to come and go, but if not, if things get busy and crazy and I can't get to them all, we still have, I mean, you guys know I love Halloween and I don't care if it's March, I will still make Halloween stuff. Yeah. So yeah, 2 stitches and Pennywise, Chucky, Jack. Let's set these down. And then, of course, the 2 from Wicked. So fun. And $5. Come on. You can't beat it. And if you don't like the yarn, you can always use your own yarn, any kind of yarn, and you have the pattern. So we'll see how well those patterns are written, right? If not, we're going to have to wing it. So, yeah. So I guess with that, I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you back tomorrow for a day 75 to see what we put on this bad boy. So put your guesses and suggestions in the comment section, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. I hope you're doing some fall fun stuff. And if not, I hope you get some crocheting and crafty time and spend some time at home with some family, maybe friends, and we will see you back tomorrow for day 75. Love you, bunches. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.